On a daily basis, young fans continue discovering the unique chemistry of Kurt Cobain and his bandmates, with their music and lyrics speaking to them pretty much the same way it did to teenagers back in the 90s. Well, this year, this album is turning 30, and announced earlier this month, the band shall soon be releasing a deluxe 30th anniversary reissue of In Utero. On this occasion, the New Musical Express website has hosted an exclusive interview with Krist Novoselic to discuss insights about the use of AI in the upcoming album release. In this video, we'll explore the inner workings of this AI technology. Can AI truly resurrect Kurt's voice and help release the band's unfinished projects? Furthermore, we'll uncover how the remaining Nirvana members genuinely feel about this cutting-edge technology. Stay tuned as we dive into these topics and more. But before we delve right in, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing for more engaging content. Your support can make a significant difference. Help us reach 200 likes on this video to beat the algorithm. Let's get started. Krist Novoselic, in a recent interview with NME, described it as an experience filled with cool elements like backstage passes and little things you can hold, like the Who's Live at Leeds record. He also expressed his excitement about the live shows featured, specifically because of the use of AI. They took the digital audio tapes from the soundboard in Rome, Seattle, and Los Angeles. Then the AI separates all the instruments, resulting in a truly impressive mix. But how does this technology actually work? Now, stems are like little audio files that represent each of these different parts. They're like puzzle pieces of the song. These stems let producers work on each part of the song by itself. So if you want the singing to be louder or the guitar to sound different, you can do that with stems. As you can hear, even with just a decent AI tool, we were able to separate each instrument from the recorded audio. If you're a sound processing expert, you can take these isolated tracks and enhance their quality to make them sound even better. It's a powerful way to bring out the individual elements of a live performance and improve the overall sound quality. They are super useful in music production because they give you a lot of control. You can change the volume, make things sound better by adding more sound effects, and even fix timing issues. This control helps make the song sound just right. But what if you've got an old live show recording from over 30 years ago and it's all in one big messy track? Sometimes it doesn't sound great on today's fancy sound systems. That's where AI comes in. This AI is like a super smart tool for music. Even if you don't know much about AI, think of it as a music expert, but it's not like a regular person. It's been trained with loads of math and music to understand songs inside and out. To make AI do its magic, you need a special model. This model is like the instructions for the AI. It's kind of like teaching a kid to ride a bike, but instead of teaching a person, we're teaching the AI about music. This model is super complex and unique, just like every song. So when you use this AI, it listens to your old live recording and figures out where the singing guitar and all the other bits are. It's like it can magically split them apart, even if they're all jumbled up. This makes your old recording sound way better and more enjoyable on modern sound systems. It's like giving new life to an old song. Now, we've got a treat for Nirvana fans. 2 iconic Nirvana songs from the upcoming 30th anniversary edition of In Utero are now available on music streaming platforms. Pennyroyal Tea performed live at the Great Western Forum in Los Angeles on December 30th, 1993, and Scentless Apprentice captured live in Seattle on January 7th, 1994. The difference is striking, and the sound quality is nothing short of astounding, all thanks to the incredible processing power of AI technology. It's a real game changer for experiencing these legendary performances. Following a similar trend the Beatles are adopting for their imminent final track, Nirvana is considering using AI for their unreleased material. The prospect of this idea seems to excite Krist, who is keen to discuss the innovative concept with Dave and Pat. The idea of hearing a new Beatles song thrilled him. He seemed open to the changes brought by AI in the music industry, acknowledging that it represents the current state of affairs. Krist was also asked about whether there are any remaining unheard demos or sketches of Nirvana tracks that they could complete. He said there could be, but the question arises though, at what point does it cease to be authentic Nirvana and instead becomes a creation of artificial intelligence? There's a lot of that stuff already on YouTube, and that's a debate that's going to have to be settled when it comes to copyright and disinformation. The bassist emphasized the need for proper handling, since Kurt is no longer with us in the present. Here, Krist is talking about a technology called RVC. RVC is a voice cloning software that uses a deep neural network to learn the unique qualities, tones, and speaking styles of different singers. Then it can generate new vocal tracks that sound remarkably like those singers. With RVC, you can easily create song covers in any genre, style, or language with just a few clicks. Krist is aware that using AI to create new Nirvana songs might be a bit challenging for Nirvana fans to accept. This is because the process involves having another singer perform the new song and then applying Kurt Cobain's voice to it, aiming to make it sound like him. It's a complex and controversial approach, as it raises questions about authenticity and the emotional connection fans have with Kurt's voice and music. When discussing what Nirvana's future music might have sounded like if Kurt Cobain hadn't passed away, Krist Novoselic expressed uncertainty. He pointed to You Know You're Right, the last song they recorded together, as a true representation of Nirvana's style. Continuing in his conversation with NME, Krist Novoselic acknowledges that a significant part of Nirvana's unique essence was closely tied to the band's central creative force, Kurt Cobain. In his own words, Krist expresses that there was an indescribable quality about Kurt. It was a combination of his intense presence, his unique style of presenting himself, the way he sang, and his distinct vocal style that contributed profoundly to Nirvana's unmistakable sound and impact. Kurt Cobain's artistic and emotional contributions were truly irreplaceable and integral to the band's identity. Knowing full well that keeping the Nirvana train rolling without Kurt would not be possible, the remaining members went on to pursue different goals after Kurt's tragic passing. Dave went on to do Foo Fighters, successfully carrying the torch. And Krist got another band called Third Secret with Matt and Kim. Krist jokingly compares it the grunge ABBA. By the way, we've put together a comprehensive video discussing their latest album, and we want to express our gratitude to the band for giving us the honor of featuring our video on their YouTube community page. Krist expressed that his main connection with Nirvana nowadays is the desire to keep Kurt's legacy alive by remembering and giving him credit while making an artistic statement. This way, he is inviting people inside, and each new generation is connecting with Nirvana, especially people who are maybe going through a rough patch. When asked if he could see the band's surviving members reunite in the future, Krist responded that he'd love to, even though there was a time after Kurt died when he thought he could never play these songs again. That was his way of grieving. As we conclude, as always, we're eager to hear your thoughts. What are your opinions on the process of improving old Nirvana live show audio with AI technology? Additionally, how do you feel about the prospect of utilizing AI to complete unfinished Nirvana song projects? We look forward for your responses in the comment section below. If you found the video enjoyable and informative, please consider giving it a thumbs up to help us reach our goal of 200 likes to beat the algorithm. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for more content. See you soon in our next video.